morning, BBC News. My name is Freddie, and I'll be reporting on the rising snowflake generation. The early 21st century has been proved to be full of progression. Long gone are the days of fascism, dictatorships, and inequality. Children and adults are all becoming educated on many of the past social injustices, thanks in many ways to the past movements such as the suffragettes and Emily Davidson, who threw herself in front of a racehorse as a demonstration for gender equality. However, more and more we are seeing young people speaking out over, at times, ridiculous issues. A great example of this was a backlash from young people after the 2016 Brexit referendum. They were reportedly appalled at the decision that the majority of the country had taken. Thousands flooded the streets of London, in fancy dress, mocking many of the top politicians in Britain, including our Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Key figures shouted chants such as, "I say Boris, you say no." Just imagine the backlash that would ensue had the same thing happened, but with the roles reversed. Not only did this rally achieve nothing, but it halted the entire city. Thousands wouldn't have been able to get to work, and ambulances would have no way of getting through crowds. These seemingly harmless demonstrations could put people's lives at risk due to the sheer amount of people present and how frequently they take place. Many people will perhaps commend their determination, but most believe their actions should not only be offensive, but also a potential breach of democracy had they got their way. For hundreds of years, as a country, we've prided ourselves on democracy and the fact that everyone has a vote that is equal. But as of this report, in 2020, a growing population believe their opinion is more important than others. This is what many would refer to as the snowflake generation. Any opinion that does not match their own is instantly incorrect, as snowflakes' proposed moral compass of equality, equal rights, and acceptance suggest. Shouldn't we be accepting all opinions and celebrating our differences? This group's inability to cope with differing opinions became even more apparent during last year's general election on social media apps like TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Opposing voters were slammed online and at times cyberbullied with a constant flow of hateful comments. The hypocrisy here is undeniable. There are many agreeable snowflake opinions, like racial and gender equality and the ecosystem. However, the over-the-top, overbearing way in which these views are presented is what offends and creates a negative press around the younger generation. All young people are now judged and labelled because of the actions of the few. The main worry is not the rising levels of snow on Britain's political floor, but rather the extreme right that will come to meet it. If this is the forceful demeanour of the liberal side of society, I dread to think of the next Stalin or Hitler that will surely rear their head. Britain is a powder cake that's about to explode. Thank you.